Mommy, good evening.
Good evening.
You are bringing the smile again. And I love it. Give it to me. Yes, you want to see it. I hope your day has been good.
It has been good.
Seeing
doctor here, it has been good.
Oh, okay. I see.
So
what about the family?
They are all doing well.
They are all doing well. How was today's week? Oh, I didn't want to hear the word stress. You are coming to me. We are going to discuss stress, and you want to talk about stress at this early time.
Because I've gone through stress
today. You. It is well. It is well. Yes, thank you, and you're welcome.
Thank you.
And on my immediate left, I have Dr. Emmanuel Boache. No, he's a medical doctor. Yes. Good evening.
Good evening.
It's been a while. But I know I see you around from time to time. I think this year is your first time.
Yes.
Yes. So we have met you.
I
think yes. I hope the family is doing well.
By God's grace.
And how was your day?
Well. It is well.
you don't want to use her words.
Yes,
I know.
Yes.
And to you out there, you are so welcome to today's show where we are discussing stress and burnout in families. Please call in every member of the family and tell them it is time. Yes, time is so. Yeah. You want to learn, unlearn, relearn so that we can live healthy and better. Thank you for joining us. Now, let me start with you, Doctor. We've been hearing the word stress. Stress. What is it?
Right. So let me try and make it very simple for the sake of our audience. Through life, we go through changes, we go through challenges, we go through situations which test your character, your resilience, and your personality. How you are able to accommodate these changes, these challenges, can be positive or negative. And so these changes in themselves come to us, and our bodies respond physically, our body responds mentally.
Okay.
The response of our bodies to these changes is what we call stress.
Okay.
Meaning it can be positive, isn't it? If your body responds positively. But if the body responds negatively, either with physical manifestations or mental manifestations, it becomes negative.
Okay.
And so stress, no one is immune from stress, whether you are a child or a teenage or a male or a female, married or single, employed or unemployed, Christian, Buddhist, Muslim, whatever you are, you all go through stressful situations. How we cope with these issues, how we make adjustments and make accommodations to them, or inform our bodies whether we are reacting positively or we are reacting negatively. So basically that's how I'll explain stress to be.
Thank you. But the way you are saying positive and negative, does it mean that you have positive stress and negative stress?
Yes, we have positive stresses. So take for example that you are a student, you have an upcoming exams to write. If it motivates you to study harder, to make good use of your time, and to form better learning associations, that's a positive stress.
Okay.
You are preparing for a job interview, and you want to ace the interview, and so you are reading all that is it in the world so that you ace the interview and get the job. That's a positive stress.
Okay.
Or you are getting married, being hyped up for the occasion. And you are planning, scheming, doing this, doing that. That's a positive stress, right? And so stress is not always looked from the negative spectrum.
Right.
It can have positive outcomes as well.
Esther, do you think families today are functioning or surviving?
Okay.
I am just asking it bluntly, straight.
We are surviving.
Under what condition do you say we are surviving?
When we say you are surviving, it means you are doing everything. You are just going, just like that.
What do you mean?
We are not living. We are just surviving. Running helter-skelter from morning till evening. So we are all not living, we are surviving. When I say you are surviving, it's like families nowadays, we've set up so many goals, so many expectations, living the, let's say, perceived normal. Because we all want to look a certain way, we all want to live in a certain way, we all want to give a certain picture that is not realistic. We all want to send our children to the private schools. We all don't like the government schools again. So we are in a private school. As you say, for example, your children are in a private school. They are taking, let's say you have 3 kids, and they are taking you 3,000 per month. That's 9,000. You are like me. You come from Amasama to Accra Psychiatric Hospital on a daily basis. You and your husband, you both use a car to a different area. And you all don't take even up to, let's say, 7,000. 7,000 have gone far. 7,000 have gone far. And you are living this lifestyle. You are renting a house. And they are charging you 1,500 per month. And the landlord is taking 2 years advance. By the next 2 years, they are charging you 2,000. So you calculate the salary people are taking, divide it by your children's school fees. Just this January, they reopened school. Right now, as we speak, they are writing exams. We are all exhausted. So you get to the house, you are running helter-skelter to make sure there is food, to make sure the kids do their homework, to make sure they wear their dresses. Just when it is, let's say, if you are not a government, it is on the 19th, let's say even 25th, they've not paid salaries. One of your child is sick, or maybe he or she fell. Instead of even calming the child down, you even beat the child up because there is no money and you went to fall. How did you fall?
Why should you fall? Why must you fall?
Why should you fall? There is no money. The woman in the market has taken loan from ASA. They are taking weekly money. All the things she has sold is not up to the money they are taking. That woman even can't go to the market again because he has to pay weekly. And the unfortunate thing is that when they are paying, it's a group. So if one person is not having, the group will have to contribute and pay for that person. And these are realities.
Wow.
And you've put in so much banku in the house. And the kids get to the house and mommy says, oh, today is banku. They biya banku. Why? They biya banku na ebedi. Are you getting it? So we are all doing what? Surviving. We are not what? Living. We are all overwhelmed with debt that we don't know about because the last loan you took to pay the rent is for 5 years and the rent is 2 years. You have 3 years already. So you run to bills and go and take another loans there. So you are all overwhelmed. We are all not living. We are what? Surviving. So in the house, you don't even speak to each other. Because if I say, oh, Doc, because Doc knows as I'm coming to talk, I'm going to bring bills. So, my brother. Maybe I hadn't signed patch on my brother, because he knows the angle that you have started. It is going to be money, and maybe he doesn't have as we speak. So, like, this is a clear picture in all our homes, whether we like it or not. This is what we are experiencing. Because Doc will be doing things. If Doc is sending the child to school at a level, Doc can go to the workplace and say, oh, I've seen a government school, it's nice, and I'll send my child. Even the wife will not agree. If I'm the wife, I will not agree.
But then you are setting the pressure. That we are giving ourselves the pressure.
Exactly. We are living the social media lifestyle. Because when we go to work and we are talking, this one says, oh, my school, they'll be going for swimming class. Oh, my school, they'll be doing this class, violin class.
Violin class.
And the amount of money they are charging, when we take it from our salary, it is not adding up. So we've all turned to magicians and we are surviving. So we all need to go and look through how we make the money. If God has been adding some of the money to it. So we are all surviving, we are not living.
Esther, this is. I like the way you have given us a clear picture, and I think that is it.
Exactly.
That is it. But I'm sure from here we would be able to advise ourselves.
I ask my child why they are writing exams.
You ask your child why they are writing
They
exams.
said, Mama, we are writing exams. I said, why are you writing exams? Because this is January and you are writing exams in March. Meaning April we'll pay school fees. So the money we paid is finished.
Well, dog. I like the way dog did. As if Esther has said everything, so we should close and go. Or you want to add something else? It's a serious matter, eh?
Yes, so we are going through the motions. Husbands, wives, if you're a single parent, you are, and the kids are having their share as well.
Very true.
The kids may not see you in the morning because, of course, even by the time you get to work, you are stressed. You spend so much time in traffic. And you don't want to get to work late, so what do? You sleep less, you leave early, kids don't see you, and by the time you get to work, you're already beaten down by the traffic. And that is when work pressure starts building up. So the stress started from home, you transferred it to work, you bring it home. So it becomes a continuous cycle of stress and stresses and the mental and physical manifestations. Then eventually we develop the overt medical conditions associated with them. It's something that has come to live with us. We cannot help it, but we can manage. And I believe we will get there. And so whilst we go through life, yes, we are surviving because we are living for the motions, isn't it? In fact, when I also got the information that my kids will be writing exams this week, I was like, hey, so April we are going to pay school fees again. Meanwhile, we just pay school fees. In fact, we finish paying just this very month.
Yes.
And then next month, another round of school fees. But you cannot help it. And society expects you, based on where you've reached, they expect a certain standard. And so if your kids make demands even from you in public, you are not able to say yes or no. For instance, just about 3 weeks ago in church, my daughter requested to have her own personal piano. And she said this in the presence of the church organist. Right? I was like, so I told her, so how much does it cost? I said, oh, for a kid, about 2,000, 3,000. But if you buy a very good one, maybe we exchange what we play in church. And then I was like, 2,000, 3,000 for a piano, for a child less than. Yes, so we are going through it. Based on where you've reached, you don't expect to live a certain standard for society to say that we are prepared. And I won't so then what do? You try to meet up, and by so doing, it's either you are doing some activities which may be illegal in quotes, or you are cutting corners, or you know by which means you are surviving, which may not even please God, right? And so you have to live life. You don't have to survive it. Surviving it may eventually boomerang and it will hit back at us. But if we live life to the fullest, life in Christ as He wants us to live, we will have much more satisfying life to live. And I believe as we go along, we'll be sharing experiences here.
Yes, we'll get there. Now, at what point does hard work for the family becomes emotional neglect? See, there are some homes, or there are sometimes growing up, when you are tired and you want to rest. We are quite for. Why must you sit and rest? I mean, why must you say you are tired, you are going to lie down? You are going to rest, you are going to do that. So it is as if you must always be working. And so the question is, at what point does it become something like emotional neglect within the family setting?
Okay, within the family setting, I think I wrote down something. I said house help mothers.
House help mothers?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
The mother has turned into the house help. She does everything in the house. A woman told me before the child, she will allow the child to start eating by him or herself, then 10 years to 12 years. I asked why.
You mean the mother will be feeding the child
Yes.
until 12 to 13 years?
Yes, because she doesn't want the child to put into the mouth any form of germs. So I asked her, when she was growing, does she know the number of germs that entered the mouth? It builds your immunity. We are in Africa. Shine your eye. This is a child who is growing his cognitive and everything.
Yes.
Eating is a skill that a child should be able to do for him or herself. And when children are growing, they grow with skills, a form of dependence. They want to be independent from the dependent on you.
Yeah.
So if you are training the kids to always be dependent on us, we can't even share a role. You are the one who will sweep. You are the one who will do this. And we feel like these children are going to school around by 6 or 5 something. Some children are in school. We rush them to school. They come back, the classes teacher is there doing classes. Then when immediately they finish with the classes, they are coming to eat. Right after eating, they are going to just play small. Then we shout at them, it's 7, go and sleep. Then you, the mother, you do everything from 4 a.m. through to, as doctor said, you get to work, you're already tired. You work, give them their food to school before you also set off, come back. So you are overwhelmed with all the activities in the house. And at that point, you don't matter. You don't even care about your appearance. You don't care about the things you do for yourself. You don't matter. So you have become the household mother. And it's bringing a whole lot of problems. And as Doc said, you would have to work for the money. So Doc, for instance, can finish from where he is permanently, go to locum like 3 places. So it can be like a week. We've not seen Doc in the house. Because from here to the other side, some even sleep at the workplace, where maybe he will do nights, so that he can fund the home with the money. So the husband has also neglected himself. The wife has also neglected himself. And the consequences that come with it is that you don't even notice when the kids are gearing off. You don't search their bags. You don't know what they do, because immediately you come, you are in a rush to go and cook, do this, do that. So all the children know is that you are a household. And at the long run, these Gen Zs have an entitlement mentality. So if you allow them to go through this and you neglected yourself. A child told me, oh, I should look at the mother. She doesn't want the mother to come to the hospital with him.
Just because of the appearance?
Just because of the appearance. Because they don't recognize you as the mother. They are recognizing you as the household. No authority, nothing. You were not able to share responsibilities for them. They never saw their mother smile. Nothing. I always tell people, it's not always that you have money to go for holidays, but you can go for funeral. When you go Friday. As if the funeral is in your house. It's not in your house. Go for Friday. They'll give you somewhere to sleep. Relax. Let them feed you. Then on Sunday, you come back. That is also relaxation. So we have neglected ourselves, running helter-skelter. The next thing we hear, oh, he said the head was paining him. Immediately we go to the hospital. Either they'll say it's high BP or low BP, and you are gone.
But Mama Esther, why is it that we feel guilty when we need to rest? When clearly we see that we are exhausted, we need to rest. Why is it so?
Because you are brainwashed to see that when there is maybe the bowls are there and it's unwashed and you are tired, they will tell you that you are lazy. Why is the bowls there and you are sleeping? As my mother will tell you, the more you work, the more you become beautiful. So when I sleep, I tell them, madam. And yet the more you work, the more you become beautiful. You are going to die. You are going to die for nothing. Rest. Because the body needs to rest. That's why God used 6 days to create things and give us 1 day to do what? To rest. That was why there was day and night. There wasn't day and day. Day and night. So any normal human being, your body needs at least 8 hours of sleep for your brain to function properly and for your body to also do what? Rest. So if you are running helter-skelter, the day you die, if me, Esther, I am your next of kin, the next day, I'll be in Baleo.
Oh.
Yeah, enjoying your money. So rest. Rest is important.
No. How is stress affecting communication and marriage? Really?
Because in the first place, you are not home. You are always on the move. Work will take you early from home. That is if you have a gainful work to do. By the time you escape all the traffic and arrive home, everybody is asleep. So what am I going to communicate with your spouse? Zero. What am I going to communicate with your kids? Non-existent. So communication in itself is affected. And by the way, this is looking at stress from the negative side, right? And so you are always anxious. You are always restless. You don't give your brain time to rest, to recalibrate your whole being so that you can feel refreshed and new. Your brain is always working. And so when your partner even brings a communication, none of why you're because you are thinking of something, you are scheming something, and school fees is unpaid.
Right.
Light bills are unpaid. Gas is finished. There's no fuel in the car. That is when they start singing all the praises in quote, the things that you've not done.
Yes.
And so this is the reality we are facing. And you look at your bank account and the demands on you, and you start crossing out, can we skip this month? Can we skip this? Can we stop this? Can we substitute this for that? You don't even want to call. Because the moment you call, right? So you won't call about it if you are buying no. Communication is zero. And it also affects our sexual performance as well. Because what do if you know nothing motivates you to have that intimacy? Either the man or the woman will be ready, but the moment you get to that, you don't even move yours. You should spread yourself on the floor and off you are gone.
But Doc, you don't have money. You have feelings. You shouldn't have feelings and you have money.
Well, that's what some people also say. That a poor man has no right to
have feelings.
Right. And so sexual intimacy also get affected. But then the worst of all is when these stresses transferred onto the kids. And so the least thing they do, things that ideally on any normal day you will smile and play with them, it becomes a nuisance. And so you shout at them, you yell at them, you don't want to see their face, you spank them just because you want to have a me time and you are disturbing me. I don't want to see you, I don't want to see this, I don't want to see this. And I would say, Daddy, my homework.
Daddy said she come and pay this in school.
Daddy, you see your teacher's appreciation, and you're like, am I the one who employed the teachers to teach you? School fees in Daddy, they are saying we should buy this. And Mommy, they say, and you are like, come on, right? It's like you want to separate yourself from everything around you and push yourself into that hole where nothing will come and disturb you. The moment you get to that point, know that you are stressed.
Okay.
Just appreciate that, this is not me. And when you see your kids walk away with that sad countenance, then you know that you have to recoil and think what is happening, what is going wrong, how can you make amends. And so stress media, it's come with us, and when you don't have any work to do too, that's another stress altogether, because you become so useless. You are thinking, where did I go wrong? What went wrong? No one is calling me, or they call me for interviews and I don't get. They don't call me up any longer. And then you get a call from your father. Why when you are betu ne phone? What you say when you adwuma, but your friend will say fie. Cocoa on brace can never spray cocoa in a wolf, or a year we say ba. That is even a year we say ba what for we say no way and tell you and so but you have no money to go. But then they are telling you that this is what is at home. And so eventually you may think of, can I cut my dad off? Can I cut my siblings off? Can I cut this person off? Can I cut that person off? And you want to live in a me alone world, which will not help.
My lovely viewer, they say we are surviving. That is what we are saying. But we need to live. When we come back from break, we would want to look at how to manage this medically, how to manage this psychologically, and some practical steps that will help us. Please, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back. Thank you.
Welcome to Hope at Night. Here's your host, Anil Kanda.
Thank you. Hello and welcome to Hope at Night. We have an amazing episode tonight.
For your my home aquaba at the bar a fisem.
Cohabit you know a kodo ewa yen we are simiti through Ghana hano or your how another bottle yendo. In fact, some warrior normally you them re nimpano bossum, but oh worry, Nia Copo you are doing you be a Yamisunu no subana, and then who there a Fidia Brabono robot. Until they were buying what they finally know and ya worry.
Efisem eye dwumadi ebeba wakwan so na wotwe bia eye dwumadi a yahyehyɛ yato yebo ase yahyehyɛ a ekasa efa ekwan a yefa so a yekwa aware mu ene ye ne yakwa aware mu niam a yebetumi aye ewo yaware mu a ede anigye ebebrɛn obemfo bi aka sɛ aware ye ne yebetumi esiesie aye yi aware kro no anso ebetumi asɛ yen enti sɛ yekwa aware mu a ne aye ahwe yi eno nti ena me Steven Damte mene osofani amwasa oye obemfo ewo aware animu afutusem mu yeto nsafre o se hwe yen yeto nsafre wunua no se onu nyina nso meboa ye nyina ye nsua de a ebetumi aboa yen ne nya anigye ewo aware mu na wotwe bia yeto nsafre o se bra ye nsua de na si yen yi
Efisem showing this and every Sunday at 6 p.m. only on Hope Channel Ghana.
Hello, you are welcome back, and thank you so much for not leaving us. The program is Love at Home on Hope Channel Ghana. This is where we discuss issues bothering the family. Today we are looking at stress and burnout in families, and we've talked at length. We've talked a lot about life and whether or not we are living or we are surviving. I don't know what it is for you, but after all this, I'm sure you know where to place yourself. But the most important thing is, from here, we are going to take some pragmatic steps that will help us to be better versions of ourselves. But before we left for break, we were still discussing stress and some negative and positive ones. Now, I want to know, Madam Esther, we talk about stress. You hear people saying, I'm stressed out, I'm burnt out, or I'm burning out. Is there any difference in that?
Okay, when we say stress, we say it's the acute form of our daily pressures.
When we say stress
is just our daily pressures that we all go through.
Okay.
As we said earlier, you might have exams, you might have to go to work before you go and write the exams. So you're going through some level of stress, juggling all together. And when it comes to stress, we know that immediately you finish writing the exams and maybe there is no work, the stress is gone.
Okay.
It can be managed from there. But when we say burnout, It's when the stress has been going on for a long time. You have been going through such struggles for a very long time. Then we say you have burnout.
Okay.
Because with the burnout, it's going to affect you physically, mentally, and emotionally. So we say the burnout is deep-seated.
Deep-seated.
But with the stress, it's just the surface.
And most often, maybe it's situational.
Situational, yeah.
All right. Okay. Thanks for that clarity. Now, Dog, how can I see that this person is stressed out? Medically, are there signs that somebody will exhibit for us to know that this person is truly stressed out?
All right. So when a person is stressed, the body responds.
Okay.
Right. The body responds by, let me take us back to school, by releasing two sets, either one or two sets of hormones. One is called catecholamines. Okay, a very big word. These are simply the hormones which prepares us to fight or flight. The other one, those ones are called corticosteroids, right? And that influences other physiological bodily changes as well. But most of the time, whether it is catecholamines or corticosteroids being released from wherever it has to be produced, it results in physical changes, it results in mental changes, and it results in overt disease state as well.
Okay.
So you're always in a flight mode, you're always in a fight mode. What happens? Your heart rate is always beating faster than normal. Your blood pressures are always high. If blood pressures are high, one of the earliest symptoms that you even forget to think my BP is telling me something is you get frequent headaches. You are stressed.
You may be stressed.
You are. Right?
Yeah, you are.
You are. Your breathing is always faster. Right? So you are either losing weight or you are eating more. You are gaining weight. Because as a but it's because you are stressed. You don't know that it is the stress that is causing you to eat more or to eat less or to eat at irregular intervals. Into be who do fear what did you just or we biscuit be and son or other or sorry or that I think you are stressed, right? So headaches is one of the earliest physical signs that somebody is stressed. The other sign, as I've talked about, the weight gain and then the weight loss as well. And eventually you may develop hypertension and we will not find any cause for it. Another way by which we demonstrate stress is when someone starts making errors, mistakes at works. Unfortunately for some of us, when we make mistakes, people die. So we are not permitted to make mistakes. But in your company where you work, you may be making some errors which may be flagged and it start affecting your KPIs, right? For some, they go to work, either they are sluggish or they want to finish the task faster. We are quiet for because so the person is always in a rush. The moment the report is sent to senior management members to review, errors be break. And then it's like, what is happening to this gentleman? What is happening to this lady? Where did we go wrong? And if you're a driver, you road traffic accidents, which may be the eventual outcome. But then your driving becomes, because if there's problem at home, right? Meanwhile, you are carrying the precious souls of men and women. But you are going to throw them away just like that. Eventually, some will sink into depression, some will sink into gambling, some will sink into habit-forming drugs like alcohol and other medications, which eventually becomes habit form because manoma mean to me na manoma mean to me nyejuma manoma I want to be alert and focus on the work that I do, and these become habit forming. So what happens every day? They are going to the community pharmacy to get these prescriptions. When they go to the hospital, doctor, me they may drama pani we say we are na Jimmy. Oh yeah, they come. They come. Me they draw ya na me pay. Teacher mami, workers are on now. They have option to go to another hospital to get whoever will, listen to them and grant them their wish. So when we get to that point where we become dependent on medications to live, or let's say to survive, right? To survive, it means the stress is now getting out of our control. Another thing which may happen is eventually classical medical condition shows up, and then these conditions become chronic, become lifelong. The appeal is made. More cranko ya mo ewo mo so bia mo bra na wa so re agina ho. Onko yare be na how once we win be the cry how because doctor said me ya dey be ko. Why can it can go? Because it's a cycle you are perpetuating in your life. So you go through it, your head is always aching you, your blood vessels are always tensed up. There be a woody. You are not sleeping more. You are not. In fact, you are sleeping less and less and less, which she talked about. And you want God to listen. God will not come and do this for you. And so we are all going through it. Let's learn how to manage them, because you cannot say that I want to live an Eden-like life.
Eden-like. Okay.
At least we all know that our planet is cursed, and God told us we have to toil, isn't it? So we are all toiling. But I didn't know what the brass and also we are seeing this one. So let's learn to live, do the things we can do, and the things that don't have control over, let's leave them to God.
So there are some medical implications to all this.
Yes, there are a lot of medical implications, which I mentioned. The should I say, the lethal ones, the ones we don't want to develop, are the ones which may lead us to chronic medical conditions. The moment we diagnose you of hypertension, we tell you have to take your medications for life. And then the moment so that is when you start seeing all these complications. You may think it's the medications causing it. Yes, medications have side effects, but because you couldn't comply, you couldn't, keep up to taking these medications all day. And almost every adult you see in this world is taking one form of medication or another form of medication. Some eventually develop diabetes, some eventually develop stomach issues, some may develop either weight gain or weight loss. And by the way, some may not be able to conceive because stress affects conception.
Hey, dog, say it again.
If you're a woman, a lady, you are planning to conceive, but you're always stressed. In fact, it will affect your menstruation. It will disrupt your menstrual cycle.
Yeah.
And that will in turn make conception very difficult. And so you say my try sign, my it is one me must have the mini BBA.
So it's all in the mind.
It's all in the mind. And our brain is more like the central command center, which is issuing out instructions to every organ of the body. So if your brain is not giving the correct command, the organs will not respond as we expect it to be.
Doc, let me go to the psychologist. Tell me, or tell us, what is this all about? From your point of view, how are you able to see that, or to say that this person is going through stress, or this person is fatigued, or this person has burnout?
Okay, as Doc was saying, you'll be eating. We from the psychiatry side, we have been joking with it. You see your colleague eating and with depression about it's not a joke, but we joke with it.
Yeah.
Because as he was saying, psychologically, when it gets to that stage, the people eat to survive. The eating is not for a joke. It's the eating that makes the person survive, because that's the only thing that gives the person excitement. Because nothing is working, but food is working.
And you may be addicted to that. In that
Exactly.
process.
So you get to obesity. Then from obesity, from medically, a lot of the conditions that comes when they say causes of it, obesity is part of it.
All of them will come and say much to you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, your legs, you can't walk. And when you say you are burnout, physically when you see the person, the skin and everything changes. You know, oh, this is Esther, but there is something missing with the person. The person gets to sometimes either talk a lot or get isolated. Because the person is overwhelmed with the problems. They don't know where to start from, because there is loan advancement, there is salary advancement, there is MTN loan. On that same salary, he has taken a lot of loans. So is the rest, it's like either they pay you, then you use the money to pay the loan advancement, then you take another loan advancement to come and pay MTN loan, then you borrow again from MTN. Then it's like a cycle. Then it gets to a time they pay you, you pay off salary advancement, then they didn't allow you to take again. And now you can't go and pay MTN loan. The children are looking at you. All your bills are looking at you. Then the person tends to be like, am I a failure? So at that point, then the depression does what? Sets in. As we say, your brain is the headquarters. It gives you all the signals. So if the brain tells you can't see right now, trust me, you'll be seeing, but you say you can't see. So at that point, medically, you'll be having pains. You go to the hospital, the doctor writes a lot of labs for you, and everything is fine.
Okay.
But physically, you know that you are not fine. Me home family. Mentiapo. Meanwhile, then it means, let's say you are burnout. It's deep-seated. So it means there are a lot of things that is bothering you. I saw someone yesterday. So we were talking, I said, you are just functional. You are functional. You are not doing well. You are just functional. So he was asking me, how am I functional? I said, you are just functional. You are just doing the role you are supposed to do. But as a human being, you are not doing well right now. So as we were speaking, a whole pastor, he burst into tears. He cried like an hour because he was tired. Because he's now realizing that all this while he wasn't feeling well, but he didn't know psychologically he wasn't doing well. So I asked him a question, Papa Sofo, when was even the last time you say you have a wife, you had sex? He was now calculating backwards. We calculated to 6 years back. I said, you are not feeling well. Everything is not well. You need to go back and let's heal from everything that is disturbing you. So a whole lot of people are going through a lot of things. We are all going through a lot of things. It's left with you to accept that. Wahala no dey finish, whether you like it or not. And even now here in our country, when you die, you are not safe because they will let you stand instead of sleeping. So we are not resting in peace. We are standing in peace. So we will need to. So when you are deep-seated with the burnout, it's easy to fall into depression. It's easy to fall into anxieties. As he said, it's easy to fall into any form of addiction. That's why you see that they close from work, they pass through the bar, then they drink a little. It's a form of anesthesia. It's something to aid them to sleep peacefully for a short while. So immediately they wake up, the problem is still facing them. Then they go back. Because that's the only time they have peace of mind. So when it comes to psychological issues, it's much. Addiction, then of late, as he said, gambling has set in. Let me do and see. At least this one is no, I'm not going to the Lotto kiosk. This one I'm checking whether
And my
who
comfort,
score
the
first.
comfort of my home.
Who score first
Just a fingertip on your phone.
Fingertip on the phone.
on the phone to see if he will hit one jackpot at least. If I use 100, 100, how do you say 100 Ghana, and I get like let's say 10,000, it's not a bad deal. So after using the 100 Ghana, nothing comes. That person is also at ground zero right now. Another trouble again. He can't come home. She's also like Marijata waiting. You've gone back to drink again. Then the whole cycle continues. So psychologically, if you're having a burnout, it's a serious issue that we need to solve. But unfortunately,
Now, what
we don't
should we
know
do?
what we should do.
Doc, I'll come to you.
From the basics, what we should do practically. Those who have not given birth, check your account first. Just know that Nyamine show Pia. Looking at my account, I can only take care of one child. Let me give birth to one child. Maybe if I'm able to take care of that child very well, that child can maybe get to a certain level. That child can even give birth to 4 and they all do well.
So for you, that's saying that Nyamine Shenipa doesn't work. Again, if you were born only one, where would you have been? Those sayings, those cultural things we hear some of our parents saying that what Nyamine Shenipa for you, it shouldn't come to.
No,
come
my
to
grandmother
play.
gave birth to 12. My father gave birth to 2. These are 2 different eras.
Okay.
When you come to us, we are not even preaching family planning. When was the last time did you hear us saying family planning? When you give birth to your first child, you're excited. You get to the school, you want to take Montessori. You get there, and they say, oh, one term is 6,000. You yourself, you lose appetite. Nobody will ask you to do family planning. You do it yourself. Looking at the way things are going, looking at the Gen Zs that we are bringing up, if you think you are looking after your child for your child to come and take care of you, trust me, it's not going to work. They see it as your responsibility to do. So you are taking care of me. Doesn't mean I'll come and take care of you. I didn't ask you to give birth to me. That is our mentality now. So if you can give birth to 2, just give birth to 2. And also enjoy life. We are human. If we say take care of yourself, take care of your physical needs. Your physical appearance should be of importance to you. What you eat, exercise, dress well, eat well, take good care of yourself, go on vacations. We see the white people coming here for vacation. We have never been to vacation. It's not even in our books. Someone will say, open a high life account. That one is there. You used to go and relax. If you've observed, immediately you move from one place to the other. You see, you have that serene
Sound.
mind. You are out of the workplace. No child is disturbing you. Nobody is asking you for responsibilities. As he said, you close your emails and everything. Then you have that relaxation for yourself. But if you have 5 kids, you don't deserve that.
Oh.
Yes, you can't afford. It won't even occur to you that I need a vacation. It won't even occur to you because you're always running helter-skelter. If the school fees is 2,000, the one with 2 kids is paying 4,000. You are paying 10,000. And as they go for it to the universities, the bills become more. And you can't say you won't take care of the children. You can't run away because of our background from the church. You can't run away, so you need to sit down and take care of the bills. So let's cut our coats according to what? Our size. Don't let us live to please who? Society. You are not pleasing anybody. When you die, we'll come and bury you and eat the jollof. Immediately we bury you, we are going to eat jollof. So just know that we have already made the mistakes. We will know how to handle it and know how we are going to work things out. So if my child is in a school that they are paying 4,000 and I think I go back to the drawing board with my husband and you see this thing is draining us, let's look for an equally good school, which maybe pays 4,000 for one person. So instead of maybe using 12,000, we can use 8,000 for the fees. That same 12,000 can cater for them without another bill, so that we relieve what? Stress from ourselves. Because we are all doing it to say, my child is in this particular school, my child is into this particular school, which is not helping in any way. Because when one breaks down, the other is there. As I was telling you, a sibling who has, mother is running helter-skelter, father is running helter-skelter, just to meet the needs of the family. Now you come back, your son has impregnated your 2 girls.
No, the son who is the eldest.
Yes, has impregnated the 2 girls.
And he's supposed to take care of his siblings.
Yes.
He has impregnated them.
The 2 girls.
He's taking care of them.
He has taken care of them.
Because mother is not there.
Because mother is not there. Because you come, as doctor was saying, you go very early in the morning, you come late in the night.
What will happen to this woman or this family? What will happen to them?
That woman is already off. That woman is already off.
What do you mean?
Like he has gone, let's say.
Okay, don't use
you don't want to use it, yes, but she's not stable psychologically right now as we speak. Right now you are not psychologically stable. Right now your 2 girls are pregnant. That family is already a messed up family. After we've run helter-skelter, the family is messed up. Is that what we want? We could have restructured that. Maybe we'll put some of the work down so that we can have time for the family. And the family would have been doing well right now as we speak. But because this one goes, another one goes, the children, they are adolescents. Their emotions are all over. They don't know how to handle it. The phone is there, giving them all sorts of information that they have. Now, even if it is 4 years, you need to do sex education. Because my 7-year-old boy told me the sister is watching adult movie. I said, which adult movie? It's a film that they are doing sex inside. I said, what? In my head, that was what I said. I became scared because I thought 7 years and sex, it has no bracket. But he knows right now because you've handed him over what? A tablet. And there is internet on it.
The whole world is on it.
The whole world is on it. So if we continue running helter-skelter, looking for money to give these children a luxurious life, and we come back and the children are messed up. When you come to the psychiatric hospital, come to the addiction unit, and you cry. You see mothers with their big cars, and their children are messed up into drugs. So all the money you were looking for, now you are ready to settle down to help your son recover, to which you are not even getting the recovery because there is no basis. You're not even teaching the person. The person doesn't even have a basis. Only values be are. You're unsure the values. So if you want to say, if you do this is wrong, if you do this is right, it's like something new to the child. Because that child has now gambling and the Yahoo and the drug, they work hand in hand. They will tell you they do the drugs so that they can be alert to do the Yahoo. So a child less than 20 who has been able to buy a Benz, how do you advise that child? And ask the child that now you want to retrain that child. So you want to give the child 30 Ghana a day. Someone who has handled billions of cedis through a fraud, internet fraud in his hand. How are you going to handle that child?
So, let's come back to you medically. What should we do?
What should we do? We should live. We shouldn't
not survive.
We shouldn't survive. Somewhere June, July last year, I found myself within a certain pool of workers providing medical services for them. And these workers, their salaries were indexed to the dollar. And then when this government came, we've seen the trajectory. So they were earning about $1 to about 15 cedis, and then suddenly they dropped to $1 to about 10 cedis. About 33% of their salary was slashed off. And then we went to the mess room for lunch, and they came to sit beside me. Doc Chalenko, you. Because that's where they can vent. And I'm saying, last month, it's a team here, and coffee. This month, and coffee. Next month, and coffee. Why? If you're not getting your son, and you want to take a huge loan, or go Prado. I said, for a crime, mean to me. I said, Doc, can you do something about it?
Can you do something about the dollar?
Management.
Yeah.
I'm not a part of your management. I can't do anything about. So no, Doc, what can I say? See, after what I said by your wife, so can I say it will be to ye before I can't do anything about it. We should leave. Let's live within our means. That is number 1. 2, let's rest. Enough. She said, Wahala no they finish. Yes, the troubles in the world will never end. Let's give ourselves reasonable time to rest. As an adult, 1 hour on your 7 hours be. If you sleep, let's say around 10, 11 to 5, you've slept enough. That should suffice for the next day. But here's the case where we go to bed, and because we'll be our 2 year jumenti, 3, 4 a.m. sorry, you have to prepare the kids for school, you have to prepare yourself for work, and then you are leaving very early in the morning to what 4 or 5 hours. And I just had a patient about 2 or 3 weeks ago, he wakes up around 2 to pray, and she's unable to sleep around 3. By 4, she has to wake up. Calculate 4 hours in a day. And this person BP has been terribly high. And I said, look, I can take you off medication if you promise me you will rest very well. Because you don't need medication, you need lifestyle changes.
Yeah.
But I had to put on medication because there's no way. And so let's rest enough. Let's enjoy nature. Or say you're on vacation, but let's enjoy nature, right? It may not be so expensive. There's a park somewhere, there's a picnic somewhere, and you may, but also in our neighborhood a bit, just to, receive some of the sun's natural rays. So let's drink enough water. Let's enjoy outdoors, and let's have fun with our kids. Just 10 minutes. Please utilize that time very well. Let's bond with our families. Let's call our friends, smile, and let me say a shout out to my friends on some WhatsApp groups. They keep our mental health very stable. They are FFFs and then the DFs guys. They keep our mental health stable. We talk about everything. We relax. No blaming, no judgment. Say your mind as it is and just be free. Pastor Josiah, by the way,
You should be there.
right? So let's keep these networks which allows us to share our worries, to speak freely, and to learn from best practice and best experience from everyone. You cannot do anything by yourself, and as our hymn teaches us, take it to the Lord in prayer. And when you are done, for me, the moment I commit my worries to God, I say, God, this is your headache. I'm not going to take paracetamol for this. And I don't think about it anymore. Let's take our worries to the Lord in prayer and He'll come through for us.
All too soon, our time is up. Doc says you should take all our worries to the Lord in prayer. Yes, your friend, Jesus, is always ready to listen to you. He wants you to leave all these burdens to Him because He cares. That is why He came to die for you. Today, we've looked at stress and burnout and how it affects families. And you've heard it all. Children, parents, at work, at school, we are all being affected one way or the other. But the most important thing is that we should rest well. We should bond very well. We should laugh. We should have time with our children. We should go on vacation. It shouldn't be so much expensive. You can walk in the neighborhood. Be friends with people, smile. Most importantly, drink more water because it may affect you medically and psychologically. When it has to take you to somewhere, you are not supposed to be there. Until same time next week, when we come into your homes again, I want to say a very big thank you to Janika Enterprise for providing me with this fabric. Thank you, I am so grateful. And to Oyetema Fashions for giving me this beautiful design. Same time next week when we come into your homes again. This has been Efia Sewa on Love at Home, and good night. Thank you. Bye-bye.